Hello there, Pocketeers. It is I, Brand Champion Shadows, and welcome to the very first weekly transmission of the Booster Brat TCG. Now, what is the weekly transmission? Basically, it's where we're going to go over all the news, all the hype, any announcement, any fan art, anything that needs to be brought out into focus for the community. We're going to talk about it. So, with that being said, let's just jump into the announcements. We've had some banger announcements. Some epic reveals. Take this one, for example. Max Bradizard. Dan mentioned that he was definitely picking up some Pokemon VMAX energy for this. The original design was made by Jesse, aka Corn-Fed Salmon. Absolutely epic card. As you know, Bradizard is pretty much like the Charizard of the Booster Brat universe. So very, very nice to see. It also looks like we're getting reports of bad weather coming in the form of Moldoroid. It's definitely, if you do not like cheese, this is definitely the card not for you. A cheese asteroid, per se. Absolutely insane. Next up on the list is Cult Aid, which was also another community suggestion. So Cult Aid was, I believe, the idea of Saki from the community. So it's really awesome to see Dan bring that to life. Next up on the list is something that J-Bum brought to the community, which is the Bum Vaults. Something he uses in real life that Dan brought into the universe. It says he thinks he's being so sneaky with his disguises and camouflage. Really epic piece here. Really unique and interesting to see. And I like the nose. So that does it for this week on the card art reveals. Next up on the chopping block is the fan art contest. Dan puts on there, it's time for another contest. Flex those creative muscles and send me some fun card ideas. Feel free to include 90s pop culture references, other Booster Brat characters, and TCG culture ideas. Submissions must include your artwork, card name, card lore, a fun game effect, and rarity. Multiple winners will be selected and will receive a copy of their card. Cards will be used for a mini fan art set. Really epic. Really epic. So, of course, we have some pretty cool pieces done, and we're just going to go in order. The first one is from Switch for Days as the first idea for a horizontal card for Booster Brat. He said it was nostalgic and a huge part of his childhood. But we have Pocketeer Cult Agent card, paying homage to Blockbuster membership card, obviously. Card Lord says, right before Spark enters the Pocketeer portal to start his quest, a strange figure breaks to the shadows and hands Spark this card without making a sound. Spark only glances away for a second to look at the card. When he looks back, the figure is gone. A fun game effect. This card is meant to be collected, never to be played. Rarity, priceless grail status. Or it says the promo is fine. It's a really cool idea. I really like the horizontal. I like that, he has a QR code and all that. Really cool. Our next piece of fan art comes in the form of from the High Horsey. which they've entered multiple pieces, so we're going to go over all those. The first one is a homage to Nirvana's Nevermind album. Like how Sparky is chasing the what looks to be like Booster Brat pack, or something Booster Brat. Really cool idea. Really like this a lot. The next one from the High Horsey. It says, so this is my newest Booster Brat character idea. My inspirations are from Fresh Prince, Benny the Jet Rodriguez from Sandlot, and Pablo Sanchez from Backyard Baseball. But below the surface, this is a tribute to my childhood friend Alex, who passed away in 2019. He loved all the aforementioned shows, movies, games, and it brings back great memories. Card name, Alex the Great Slugger. Power 700. Card ability, increase the power of this character by 100 for every character on your opponent's playground. If this is your only unit, increase your credits plus 3 for this round only. Card lore still to be determined. So really cool that he's paying homage to his friend, and he's going to be able to bring his friend's essence into Booster Brat. Really like that. And also, honestly, the art is fantastic. I really like that art style. And then the final one from the High Horsey is Bounty Buddy item card. Effect, select one character on your opponent's playground, take control of it until the end of the round. Inspiration, Vampire Teddy from Nightmare Before Christmas. Flavor text, Alice Steiner flashed a toothy smile, glancing at the miniature trap. I'll lay this toy out in the open to lure one of those brothers to call my own. Really cool, really cool. So again, you are not limited to just one entry for the fan art contest, just so you know. Next up, we have my submission, which is Black Suited Dragon Man. Card Lord. Dapper Dragon Man looked up and sees a shadow overshadowing him. This is a hostile takeover. This is my purpose, says the Black Suited Dragon Man. Black Spiral will swallow Digital Destin and become the most powerful and terrorizing force in all the corporate landscape. My company will even overshadow the Pocketeer cult in all its glory. That is my purpose. Card effect, Terror Force Takeover. When this card enters the team zone, search the deck for one mini mechanized Dragon Boy and play it in the team zone. So, of course, we have the Black War Greymon variant of Dapper Dragon Man, since he is based off War Greymon of Digimon. So I had to include my favorite Digimon into my favorite Booster Brat character, Dapper Dragon Man. So here we have Black Suited Dragon Man. A fun submission from Foo Collects, Spark's Pot of Avarice, which is a homage to Yu-Gi-Oh's Pot of Greed. And then we have a really unique one. The art style and everything is really unique from Reed Sherman, called The Squirrel Above All. The lore says, Spark awoke to a new reality which surrounded him. The entire sky washed away, reality was twisted. Time moved forward and backward at the same time. All that remained was something Spark couldn't begin to comprehend. The image was almost too much for his mortal eyes to bear. But he could make out the visage of an eternal being which had the likeness of him. Spark stared in awe as the entity began to speak. I am the beginning and the end, darkness and light. What could the celestial being want with Spark? Why does it look just like him? To be continued. Card ability. The game is reset. Both players must now swap their hands and deck and proceed to play with the other player's cards for the duration of the game. Really epic. Really crazy. That card effect is insane and would absolutely change the entire landscape of the game that you're playing. And I believe he said that it's kind of like an Exodia like level card from Yu-Gi-Oh. Like definitely a game-breaking, game-changing card. Really awesome stuff. Next up, we have some collab submissions from J-Bum and Nikki. The first one is Graveyard Greta. Lore. Graveyard Greta is what known as an old school goth. She earned the nickname Graveyard Greta as a teen due to her proximity to frequent cemetery collecting old names and old things she would find therein. She is often mistaken for a ghost as she flitters from headstone to headstone in the bright moonlight. Power 200. Ability. Plus 100 power for every card in all used card piles. And it would be an agent. Definitely picking up on the Lydia from Beetlejuice. Definitely nice vibes there. The second one we have here is Spark Wizard Adept with Acorn Staff and Magical Wizard Robe and Hat. Type would be an involved agent. Power would be 400. The lore reads, Acorn Hocus, Acorn Pocus, chanted Spark. All of a sudden, Spark was able to summon all the acorns from the nearby trees down into a nice pile of nuts. Spark thought to himself, now a squirrel could get used to this. Card effect. When you play a card with a squirrel character on it, or with a squirrel character enters and leaves play, gain an acorn token. Remove one acorn token to add 100 power to target character. Rarity would be rare. Really awesome. Definitely picking up on some Mickey Mouse vibes when he was the magician. And then the final one from J-Bone, which is probably my favorite one. Sparky Kong the video game. Lore. Spark spent many nights working on his own video game called Sparky Kong. He knew that this would make his brothers jealous if he had his very own video game, and they didn't. Game effect. Fill up 3 of your opponent's unit zones with large acorn tokens. At the end of your second turn after playing Sparky Kong, the video game, remove the large acorn tokens. Type would be an item. Rarity, uncommon. Obviously, this is a play on the classic Donkey Kong video game, the arcade game. I love how Squirrel is in the art. Really nice, really nice. Loving the 8-bit acorns and all that. Really awesome stuff. So that is it for this week's fan art. The contest goes until December 1st, so there's still plenty of time to enter and be featured in next week's episode of the Weekly Transmission. And even after the contest is over, we'll still show any and all fan art that's revealed during the week. Because this is all about the community and celebrating you all. Next thing we're going to go into, since I mentioned this was the first weekly transmission, is that we're going to do a giveaway. It's going to be for anyone who subscribed to this YouTube channel. And it's going to be for a Theme Soldier promo in its original casing in the CD case. Totally free of charge. If you win, you don't have to pay shipping, none of that. All you do is be subscribed, like this video, and comment down below what is your favorite Booster Brat character and why. Because I want to know what you guys think about all the characters you've seen so far and just who's your favorite and why. Real simple stuff. We're going to make it last till the end of the fan art contest, pretty much. So December 1st, once that happens, we'll go and we'll pick a winner. You have to be subscribed. If you're not subscribed, you won't qualify. So just keep that in mind. But real simple stuff. This promo, you're not able to get this promo anymore. And I'm happy to share with you guys awesome pieces of Booster Brat history. So if that's something you're interested in, remember to leave a like, comment your favorite character down below and why, and be subscribed to this channel. Now on to some more news. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to shout out the Booster Brat Pocketeer Cult. They're doing an epic giveaway once they hit 200 members, which they're at 169 right now. There's going to be more details on the prizes at a later date. But if you want to enter that giveaway, make sure you go to Facebook, Booster Brat Pocketeer Cult, become a member. Real simple stuff. That's also a place where you can find secondary market for stuff that you can't get anymore. If people want to get rid of some of their collections for a Booster Brat, it's a great place. I know I've picked up some epic stuff, like the sealed OG sample pack that I have. I picked it from a guy from that Facebook group. So if that's something you're interested in, go check those guys out. Really awesome stuff. Another secondary market that we have is a separate Discord server, which is the Booster Brat Card Shop. It is ran by myself, with J-Bum being one of the moderators. If you guys want to go on, join there. Links in the description for all the stuff below. Everything Booster Brat. I'll always leave the descriptions in below. Check those out. Secondary markets. Totally separate from Booster Brat themselves, but if there's something you guys want to pick up old stuff out of print, part of the history, you have two separate options. And that about does it, guys. I think that's pretty much all we had to go over this week for the weekly transmission. But there is one last thing. So we talked about giveaways. Talked about how we're doing one on the channel and how Facebook's doing one. We're actually going to do another one on this YouTube channel once we hit 100 subscribers. Once we hit 100 subscribers and you guys help me build this YouTube channel up, I'm going to give away one of the Builder promo cards. There's only 50 of these out there. And you only get these from helping Dan and the Booster Brat team build the brand up. So I thought it was very fitting once we hit 100 subscribers on YouTube that I give away for free one of these very sought after and rare builder promos. So if that's something you guys are interested in, remember to subscribe to this channel. And I will make a separate video at a later date once we get closer with all the details on how to get your name in there other than being subscribed. Which is just probably going to be like leave a comment on that video. That way I can pick a comment through the generator. So yeah, guys, really epic. Hope you guys enjoyed this weekly transmission. We're going to do this every Sunday night. Sunday day, Sunday night. It's going to come out Sunday, every Sunday. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like down below, comment, and make sure you subscribe for these epic giveaways and for more Booster Brat epicness, because I'm telling you, you guys do not want to miss this train, this hype train that Booster Brat is on. We're going to keep the hype going until Chapter 1 releases, and even then, we're going way beyond that. But until then, Brand Champion Shadows, signing out.